else in there. Oh, that's over there. Okay. Hi guys. Sitting here, leaning. Whatever. Okay, that's good enough. So, hi guys. I am just waking up about an hour or so ago, and just slowly processing. There's a lot of pain in my body today. I had a lot of really bad dreams about murder and death and addiction and street life and institutionalization, and like when I closed my eyes I could see like blood. When I have these intense dreams, compilation of real experiences that happened in my past, and then fears of, things that could have potentially happened that didn't happen, mixed with things that did happen, mixed with present experiences that could, and I'm just really hurting. I don't even know how to share or what to say, what happened in my dream last night. I just remember a lot of pain, a lot of fear, and a lot of confusion. And as these dreams are so real and so intense to me, and I have had some real human life experiences in this body that have been very violent and scary. These dreams can seem very real. And so this morning when I woke up, it's like, I know where I am, I know I'm not there, I know I'm not living that life. Like, I'm here, I'm in San Diego, I'm not on the streets, I'm not in the middle of a murder scene, like, I'm not, trying to find a place to live. But there's a lot of feelings that come with that life and those experiences that I woke up feeling, and I had to remind myself, like, no, that was a dream. You can let go of that feeling that didn't happen to you, that wasn't real. It may have happened in the past, but last night was just a dream. Like, everything is okay, Candace. Stop. Everything is okay. There's all that is in the past. All that was in your sleep. That didn't really happen. So I'm just feeling really intense. I'm on my moon, and when my moon comes, things get intense, and this is what I'm processing. This is what's coming out right now. A lot of my past street life and institutionalization and fears and thoughts and belief systems around these parts of my life and these labels and identities and struggles in life with addiction, mental illness, and homelessness and crime and like the government and institutionalization, like all that stuff. Oh, it's so much. I've been putting up posts about sexual assault recently and using tantra or spiritual healing manipulation tactics to get to coerce somebody into being a yes when they were a no. And it's come up with a dear friend of mine and several sisters. there's a common experience that a lot of us have had, where, we put someone on a pedestal and, because they're a Tantra teacher, because they're so-and-so, we let things happen, or our no's turn into yeses, or our beliefs just get swayed because we believe what this person is saying because of their status. Or they don't even say anything. It's just this thing that we do. We allow ourselves to, turn into a yes because of someone's status. And, I've totally done it. I've told myself, I need to say yes. If I'm not a yes, then I'm fucked up. And this is going to be a good experience for me. This is healing for me. This is what I need. And the reason why I'm so fucked up is because I'm saying no, and I need to say yes to this for healing, and I need to do what this person wants. I need to, what they have something to offer me. So, right? So, and really sacrificing one's true, authentic desires, needs, feelings, and what the intuition and the gut says, because someone of status, someone, that we believe in, or other people believe in, or they're a known teacher or whatever, because they're giving us this opportunity, and we feel that we should be a yes, because there'd be something wrong with us if we weren't, right? So that's been coming up, and I think it's really tying into this part of me that has no space. I have very little patience and tolerance for this kind of sexually, spiritually manipulative behavior. I've been victim of it. I could take responsibility of it today and own my part and know when I was in that place of allowance, but at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and not put responsibility back on the other person where it belongs to. Back to the Tantra teacher or the person that was holding space for me, that had far more knowledge and far more experience and far more know-how about conditioning and stuff, and I've been fucking used and lied to and manipulated and sexually coerced. I've had my no sexually coerced and manipulated into a yes by prestigious fucking Tantra teachers. Yep, that's happened. And so I want to hear more about other people that have had this happen and start talking about it. And creating consciousness around how are we using Tantra? How are we using the power of sexual healing? Are we being conscious of where our sexual desires get in the mix of that? And are we being true to ourselves? Are we putting ourselves on the pedestal that we are our own sovereign being, and we know what we need? And even if someone else, some guru, some teacher has some advice or an opinion that's different than ours, that's great. They can have that. But we can still have ours. We could still be a no. We could still be a yes. We could still hold our truth and let that person have their truth and not sway, right? Really not just finding that place of sovereignty inside oneself where your no is enough. Your reasoning is enough. And then if there's another container presented at another time, or if later on in your life you change into a yes, you decide you want an experience with that person, reach out, but when you're a no, you're a no. A no is a no is a no is a no. I also understand, so I have a lot of no in me. And so one of my processes is that I'm always stretching myself to see where my no may be a no out of fear, like I might be a yes. Like I really like diving deep into my no's and my yeses and my maybes and really getting sound, clear insight into what my no is, what my yes is, what my maybe is, and getting definitive of it, really clear. And there are times when I say no out of fear, and then it changes into a maybe or a yes just because the container wasn't clear enough and I need clarity. So I'm a no for like dot to dot to dot to dot, but there's so much yes in me. And so sometimes what's presented by someone, the initial container is presented in, it's presented as a no. And so we were like, oh, no, I'm a no to that. But we may have some yes in us. Like, it's just certain aspects of what that person mentioned or asked or said that don't feel good to us. And so we can allow time and space for unpersonalized negotiation. Like, lawyer the fuck up, negotiate, find a mutual hell yes. And if there is no mutual hell yes, then don't do anything. Just wait. Check out the scene another time. But there's no need to force yourself into a yes for any reason. Especially if you have an opportunity with someone that you've put on a pedestal, that you see as a highly potent, valuable person, a tantra teacher, a spiritual teacher, a guru, any kind of teacher of any sort, or healer, or, definitely tread lightly with that. And watch your yeses and your nos. And watch if you're creating yeses because of this person's status. Because you feel like you should be a yes because of this person's status. But you're really not. And that's okay. You could be a no to really amazing people. You could say no to someone who's really fucking amazing and not want to engage with them or interact with them. And that doesn't mean they're any less amazing. It has nothing to do with them. That is your no, and you are entirely a choice to use it. And it's not personal. Your no is not about anyone else. So, yeah. I'm feeling really passionate right now about this whole, owning your sexual power. Owning your sexual power as an individual who is engaging in this sexual experience of life, and as a professional or sexual practitioner, a sex worker or sexual educationer or tantra teacher, or if you work with sexuality in any way in your personal life and in your professional life, really slowing down to tune in, really slow down and tune in to every little part of the yes and the no and the maybe, and create more space and time for clarification and negotiation. It can really create so much more pleasure and so much less pain. If we just slowed down and really felt into our true authentic selves and took a moment to feel into one another and share authentically, we could all get our needs met, and taking care of ourselves and having conscious conversations and communication about needs, wants, desires, yeses, nos, fears, boundaries, all that stuff, it's really important. There's a lot of conversations that go missing when it comes to sexuality that are really important. And, some people, it's like this, I don't want to say age old, but it's common, well, you just don't talk, don't ruin the mood. It enhances the mood. This is how we create amazing, juicy fucking experiences. Talk about it. Get real. Say your truth. Say your hell yes. Say your hell motherfucking no. say what you may be open to another day, but not right now, you know? Like, let's be real, guys. Let's start being true to ourselves and true to one another about our sexuality. It's not personal. We're entitled. We are totally entitled to pursue our sexual desires and have our hell yeses and hell nos. That is our choice. It is not up to anyone else to tell us what our yeses and our nos are. Nobody else knows what those are, and nobody else can tell us. Teachers, gurus, healers, educators can help us and guide us, but no one really knows what our yes and our no is. Only we can decide. So, yeah, that's it. I'm done. And I hope you find your hell yes and your hell no to everything you do today, and only you're a hell yes to. And if there are some things you haven't said no to, I invite you to not just say no, but say, hell motherfucking no! You know, like, empower yourself in your yeses and your nos. You can even empower your maybes. Change your mind. Have you said yes or no to something recently and you want to change your mind? You want to take it back? You can totally do that. You have permission. Change your mind. You can powerfully change your mind. It doesn't make you wishy-washy. Doesn't mean you don't know yourself. It means you know yourself. And you're taking the opportunity to inform that your mind has changed. Change your mind. Let people know. Mwah.